Before I start my video, I want to take about 3 or 4 seconds for a moment of silence for Abby and Libby, because that's where the focus should be, is on them. And understandably, with the recent events happening in the past 48 hours, there's a lot to go through and a lot that does need to be talked about. But let's just take a second and say a silent prayer for Abby and Libby. Thank you, everyone. I have new information in the Delphi case. As of 5:54 p.m. here on Sunday, October 30th, 2022, I am able to verify that the suspect that many news outlets are reporting has been arrested in connection with the Delphi murders of Abigail Williams and Liberty German on February 13th, 2017, is in fact in custody, but he is in the White County Sheriff's Department custody in the White County Jail. And if you go to the White County Jail's website, one of the things they put on here is it says the White County Jail is used to house state prisoners, both male and female. A large majority of them are classified as pretrial detainees. It is hereby acknowledged that pretrial detainees retain most of their individual rights afforded to them by the Constitution. Punishment of pretrial. So they go on a big spiel about the 14th Amendment and how they want to give everybody the presumed innocence until proven guilty as often as possible. The White County Jail is on Hannawalt Road in Monticello, Indiana. I'm sure officers have their hands full right now, so try not to bug them, everybody. I personally contacted the White County Sheriff's Department, and they confirmed to me on the record, quote, the gentleman said, "I can confirm Mr. Allen is here in our custody," and he said, "but I cannot give any more information at this time." So that jives with reports that I've heard that he was transferred out of Carroll County, perhaps for his own safety, perhaps because they like the professionalism in White County and want to keep the locals, you know, kind of out of it and keep there from being a giant scene in Delphi. But Richard Allen, again, as of Sunday evening here, is in the custody of the White County, Indiana Sheriff's Department. If you go on the public courts online records in Indiana, for whatever reason, and, you know, this could be a sealed case right now, and they're probably waiting until tomorrow to put it up on the website and to announce charges and what those charges will be. But I'm told that Mr. Allen has a pretty hefty bond in the amount of roughly $20 million. And my sources have also told me that during their investigation over the past week, officers were at Allen's property in the Delphi area, and they were digging in his yard, and their neighbors stated that they were digging up a fire pit or something that Allen had, among other areas. And so I'm not sure what they found. Again, this is all going to become public knowledge eventually when there is a trial. I'm not accusing Mr. Allen of anything. I'm just informing you that he has been booked into the Carroll County Sheriff's Department's custody and then was transferred to White County, Indiana, again in Monticello, Indiana, with a significant bond. And we're going to find out tomorrow, I'm sure, from Doug Carter and everybody else exactly what they know. It's going to be a very emotional day for a lot of people, so be prepared for that. And also be prepared for law enforcement to continue to keep certain bits of information close to themselves until a trial begins. Respect that. Understand why that might be the case. You may get a very generalized outline of what's going on without a lot of specific details, so don't be upset if that happens. I also want to take time again to thank the hardworking law enforcement officers in this case. I was told by many sources that this case was close to being solved. I know a lot of people doubted that, but again, the proof is in the pudding. When I bring information forward, usually it's pretty reliable. There's times that I've had people who, you know, have been full of it here and there in my career and things like that. But, you know, such as Keegan Klein, I think, trying to BS investigators about certain things during this investigation as well. But that's another story for another day. I'm not going to speculate on what I know or what I don't know, or whether or not he may have some sort of involvement or not, or whether he may have made some sort of deal based on information he knew. All that stuff can come out in the trial here. Again, My heart goes out to the family members of Abby and Libby. And again, thank you, hardworking police officers. I know a lot of people doubted you, but I never did for a second. Hang in there. Get some rest tonight, gentlemen. And boy, I knew this case would come to an end eventually. Thank you again. I'm going to cut it short here. I really don't know what else to say at this point, but I just wanted to bring everybody the latest information. Again, that is all sourced information about Mr. Allen and about the search that took place at his property recently. Thank you, everyone, and have a great day.